Hey, welcome to That Shit Was Poetic, where we touch on all things poetic, like music, poetry, art, movies, quotes, and famous poets. I'm your host, Nikki. So let's get into it. Hello, my beautiful people. How are you? I hope you all had a beautiful week. I definitely had a beautiful week. Definitely been creating as I am a creator. And I want to let you all know I definitely stepped outside of my shell this week and I finally submitted a monologue for a casting company. And I must say, I really was, very nervous to do it because I've never done anything like that before. And it was definitely out of my comfort zone. But I've been wanting to take acting classes for a long time now, and I just never had the courage to do it. But like I said before in my other episode, I feel like 2020 is definitely the year where I'm kind of breaking out of my shell and doing the things, that I've always wanted to do, but have always been a little hesitant in displaying to the world, to the public. But I'm stepping out of my shell and I'm doing it. I'm starting to do those things, and I encourage everyone else to, just start to do the things that they want to do. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back. But yeah, I wanted to let you know all know and share that wonderful news that I definitely did that, and it was a goal of mine, and I accomplished it. But let's talk about Solange for a bit. Can we definitely jump into some music? And I want to talk about Solange. I think Solange is a great artist. I've been on Solange's radar for a long time now. And, before she had her breakout in 2018 with her album, actually, no, it wasn't 2018. I'm sorry. It was 2016 with the album A Seat at the Table. I've been on her radar before then. And I always believed that she had the talent. You know, she was an artist. And when I say artist, and I'm not just speaking about music, I'm speaking about the total package. Like, I believe she has, just that thing that stands out when it comes down to her style, when it comes down to her visual creativity. I think she has it. Like, she's the total package. And she just has an eye for, style and artistic things and just, presenting them in a visual way for the public to see. And I'm loving it. I love Solange. I think she's a great artist. And I want you all to, just pay a little bit more attention to her because there's a lot of different artists, I swear, that are not getting the shine like they should be getting. I congratulate everybody who gets to do their creativity for the world, but I believe there are true gems, and the public doesn't get to see those true gems a lot of the times because, the music industry and just the industry in general, whether it's acting, art, or whatever, they don't put the shine on certain people for whatever reasons. But I definitely think, she is a true gem. Another true gem I feel like is a true artist and has a total package. And I believe she's now getting her shine. It's Tiana Taylor. And there's some other artists out there who I think needs more recognition. More recognition. I love Mali music. I think he's a great artist as well. I think Jasmine Sullivan, I think all of those people have great, great talents and are very creative, but just don't get that shine like they should. And I want to just give them their props, you know. But back to Solange. She put out a song on that album, A Seat at the Table, and it was called Don't Touch My Hair. And I really love that song. If you're listening to me on Anchor, then you know you can hear that little snippet. But if you're listening to me on another streaming platform, you won't be able to hear it. But let's just touch on, you know, that song was very deep. And I wanted to talk about, you know, in the Black community, Black people are always judged based on their hair. You know, as far as jobs, um, you know, in any situation, you know, whether it be a business setting, whether it be, you know, you're just out with your friends, Black people are always judged on the type of hairstyles and the way we wear our hair. You know, and I know it's been a big deal in the business setting because a lot of times African Americans are discriminated upon how they wear their hair to work, especially if you're wearing it in its natural state. And I know in California there was a law passed that, you know, African Americans could not be discriminated upon the way we wear our hair. And I know, like speaking for myself, I have worn my hair in so many different styles, and a lot of those styles have been in, you know, in its natural state, in its natural texture. I've worn, you know, my locks. I've worn my hair in, you know, a short style. I currently wear it in, you know, the natural short cut. You know, I've worn it in a fade. I've worn weave. I've worn braids. I've worn so many styles. And I personally have never been judged on the way I've worn my hair. I've never had that situation happen to me, but I hear about it so many times. You know, I hear about it in, you know, the African American communities where children are being kicked out of school because of the way they wear their hair. Like if they're wearing their hair in locks, they're being kicked out of school. I've heard stories about teachers cutting a child's hair, teachers, just taking a child's hair out for the way that they wear their hair. I've heard about kids being kicked out of sports based upon the way they wear their hair. It's so many different stories, and it's so saddening that in this day and age, you know, in the Black community, we still have to face those trials. And it saddens me a lot that that's something that we're still dealing with in 2020. Hair. Like seriously, we're still dealing with the way we wear our hair and being discriminated based on the way we wear our hair. But other races can, sample African American styles and not be judged. Actually get credit for. And I really hate that. I hate that other races can sample, you know, African American styles, hairstyles, just everything that African Americans do and get praised for, except African Americans. We're not praised for our own things. And that sucks. But I wanted to touch on that a little bit, and I wanted to also give Solange praise for that song because I definitely think it raised some conversations, around the world. I think that album was really dope. I think, A Seat at the Table, that was a mark on history and getting the world to talk about, the things that Black people face on a daily. So I want to give her praise for that album. And I want to give her praise just for being a dope artist, being creative, and putting out great bodies of work. And I would love to see her continue to get that shine. We're going to take a very short break, but we'll be right back. So stay tuned. I hope all the mothers had a beautiful Mother's Day, and all the people out there got to share with your loved ones, whether it was through FaceTime or through Zoom or, whatever online, service that you use to connect with your family. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. And Father's Day will be coming up pretty soon, before you know it. So I want to celebrate, the fathers out there as well. And I have a poem that I dedicated to all the Black men out there, and it's called Dear Black Man. So I hope you guys enjoy it. This is called Dear Black Man. Dear Black Man, I see you. Dear Black Man, it's okay to say hi. It's okay to acknowledge me. Dear Black Man, cherish your Black woman. Love her. Look her in her eyes. We are the mothers and queens of the earth. Dear Black Man, look me in my eye. Dear Black Man, I see you. Dear Black Man, I still believe in you. I know you can lead. Dear Black Man, thank you for being strong when it's so easy to cave. Dear Black Man, I'm praying for you. Dear Black Man, I see you. So I hope you enjoyed that poem. It was called Dear Black Man, and I just wanted to give praise to all the brothers out there, African American brothers out there, and fathers and sons, husbands. I wanted to give praise because we see so much going on in the world today, and we lost, even during this quarantine, we lost 2 Black men, and that's just who I can think of right now. 2 Black men, and we need to give them praise, just for enduring so much. And I know that, they can be the providers, the backbones for the world. And I just want to give praise and credit and the love. And I just want to lift you up, because a lot of times we don't get to lift our Black men up. I want to lift them up, and I want to give them that praise. And I want you to continue to be strong for Black women, because we need you. And with so much that's going on right now, we need you. So I just want to put that out there. We love you. So thanks for tuning in to That Shit Was Poetic. I'm your host, Nikki, and tune in every Friday for new episodes. To check out our old episodes, follow That Shit Was Poetic on all streaming services, Spotify, Google, or download the Anchor app to listen and leave a comment or voice message. To be featured in our podcast, email thatshitwaspoetic@gmail.com or follow us on IG, That Shit Was Poetic, and DM us. Thank you for tuning in.